as I said, simple supply and demand. Hey, more supply happens, the consumer wins with a bigger discount. So, as far as how I would rate the Silverado, I love this truck. I think it's for the money the best truck on the market. What's up, guys? Episode 18 here of the Showroom with Gavin McGrath. Really excited to talk today about the 2025 Silverado 1500. This is our bread and butter. This is Chevy's bread and butter. This is a lion's share may be aggressive, but it's a big percentage of the volume nationwide for the Chevrolet product and GM as a whole. There are a ton of different ways to equip Silverado 1500s. We'll get to those. In 2025, they pretty much carried over the body style, a little bit small enhancements here and there, but the focus for them was improving the power and performance of the engine, right? Integrating some advanced technology for safety and convenience and offering some new and advanced trim levels. So let's get to the trim levels. Let's start there. It starts, as it always has, with the work truck, right? This is for the base model designed for practicality and functionality. So just think commercial grade work truck, vinyl flooring, crank windows for the most part with an option to get power windows. But this is for your painters, your contractors, your construction workers to be able to do their jobs at an effective level. Custom is the next step up from the work truck. Just offers a little bit more convenience and style. Very similar to the work truck, but offers a little bit more convenience and style. And then the LT, kind of the bread and butter there, that I would say the most common volume trim level. It's a mid-range trim with enhanced comfort and technology features. And then the RST, which is a few years old. This is more like a sporty, street-inspired design with some distinct styling. And then you jump up to the custom Trail Boss. All right, so it's a combination of, right, it's like the custom marrying the Trail Boss trim level, which is geared more towards like off-roading. All right, it has some off-roading look and capabilities. And then the LT Trail Boss, which would be a little step up from that. Again, off-road trim level with a little more upgrades than the custom Trail Boss. Then we move into the LTZ, an oldie but a goodie. This is the premium this is like the luxurious level with the advanced technology features, things like that. And then High Country, this is the top of the line trim. This offers the highest level of luxury and refinement for any of the Chevy Silverados. And then you have the ZR2. This is the most off-road focused trim with some articulating front bumper, really cool styling, and has the most off-road capability of any of them. So we have a lot. As I said, Silverado can go deep. Work truck, custom, LT, RST, the custom Trail Boss, the LT Trail Boss, LTZ High Country, and the ZR2. So an offering for all buyers with all types of tastes looking at a truck. Guys, the engine options start at the 2.7 liter Turbo Max, kind of the entry level 4-cylinder. And then we have the 3.0 diesel option, the 5.3 liter gas, which is the most common, and the 6.2 liter gas, right, for a little bit more power. To get to the max trailering of 13,200 pounds, 13,300 pounds rather, it takes that diesel, that 3.0 diesel, but it does have the capability to tow up to 13,300 pounds if you have the max trailering with that diesel, which is a few hundred pounds higher than the max ability of the Ram and about 600-700 pounds lower than the max towing capability of the F-150, but definitely right there and competitive. Silverado comes in the regular. It also comes in the double cab, which is the old school extended cab back when they had the suicide doors, right? Went away with that years ago. Now it's double cab, so a little smaller back, but they both open on the outside. And then the crew cab, the more commonly purchased truck is the crew cab. When you have the bed length, all right, when you have a double cab, the bed length is always going to be that 79-inch, that standard box length. So when you have a crew cab, you have the standard box option, which is the longer one, the 79 inches, or the more common one is that 70-inch box. That's that short box look, which is the most common. The top competitors in this segment, obviously you have the GMC Sierra, the sister to the Silverado, the F-150, and the Ram. Those three for sure, by far and away, compete with the Silverado the most. If you're going to look at a Chevy Silverado and want to consider other makes, those three would be the ones, the Sierra, the models to look at. Sierra F-150 and the Ram 1500. The way that we stock the Silverado, again, it's a higher volume truck. So we look at it separately between crew cab and double cab. As you can see, right now we have 116 crew cab Silverado 1500s available. Only 26 of those are actually on the ground, 18 in transit, and then another 51 combined that are being built / need to be built. So we have 116 total available, right? Our target is 75. That'd be about a 3.5 month supply for us, right where we want to be based on the number that we sell. And then you look at the double cab, we only have 7 of those on the ground. Just not as much volume done there as there used to be. There used to be a lot more double cab and extended cab volume done. We only sell about 1 or 2 double cab half tons a month, right? So that's how we think about the Silverado. We are, kind of self-branded Silverado City. It's on the front of the glass of our showroom here at Chevy Land in Cedar Rapids. Do some nice Silverado half-ton volume, and we love the truck 100%. As far as the history of the Silverado nameplate, the Silverado nameplate actually came out in 1975, which replaced the old CK, right? C meaning two-wheel drive, K meaning four-wheel drive. So starting in 1960, when Chevrolet started making a truck, it was the CK brand, right? So you'd either have a C or a K Chevy. And then in 1975 is when they actually launched the Silverado brand. And since then, it's just been a gangbusters volume vehicle for Chevrolet. As far as how I would rate the Silverado, I love this truck. I think it's for the money, the best truck on the market, right? 8.8, I would say, for how does it feel? It rides anymore with these unibodies. It rides more like a Yukon or a Tahoe. How does it look? I think it's an 8.7. Love the look and feel. I'd say the GMC Sierra looks better with more the way that the chrome looks and the grille, things like that. But the Silverado, again, for the money, looks amazing. And how much is it? 9.0 for me. And we'll get into why that is. So overall, we have an 8.8. I pulled up and looked at what can we lease a 1500 double cab 4-wheel drive Silverado for. So I have this one here. You can see upgraded technology in the 2025. This is this exact truck that we're going to look at the lease on. It's a double cab 4-wheel drive LT Silverado with cloth interior, bench front row. Has some great options. I mean, you're talking about forward collision alert, or not forward collision alert. I'm sorry. This has adaptive cruise control, certainly cruise control, heated steering wheel, right? Hands-free calling, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. Just an overall well-equipped truck for the money, right? So this MSRP is $53,460. We are currently discounting this truck $5,000. That's just McGrath savings. And there's a sale price, so there's a sale price of $48,460. If you currently lease a Chevy, you get another $2,500 in cap cost reduction. There's an additional $1,000 for everybody. And then if you trade in a Chevy, there's $750 more. The residual is 60%. This is on a 39-month, 10,000 mile per year lease. 60%. So that value is $32,076. With a money factor of 4.37%, that's with A-tier credit through GM Financial. With $3,500 down, you're at $409 a month for a half-ton Silverado double cab with a 79-inch bed. Really, really approachable entry point to getting into a truck if you want to consider leasing something. And as I said, if you buy, we have that $5,000 discount, and considering all the rebates available, bringing all the way down to $41,460 plus your tax, title, and license. So really, really aggressive pricing right now on the Silverado. The inventories are up. So what do the manufacturers need to do? They need to start incentivizing them more because we have more inventory. Supply and demand, simple. There's some great discounts right now on trucks. And this March is really that first month where they kind of came and launched some really good incentives, and we're seeing a lot of traction on half-ton Silverados. We just have a great selection right now between both, we combined on our website both the Chevy store in Cedar Rapids and the Chevy store in Dubuque. So if you look at both of our stores right now, I'm gonna pull it up. Between the two, we have 92 half-ton Silverados available, right? So some great selection. You can see all the discounts on them. Some really good buys out there right now. As I said, simple supply and demand. Hey, more supply happens, the consumer wins with a bigger discount. So great opportunity and a great time to buy a new truck. I would recommend, as I said, if you're going to look at a Silverado, definitely consider a Sierra. They start more. They're going to be a little bit more expensive, more bells and whistles and looks. And then also look at that F-150 and potentially the Ram half-ton. They all have their pros and cons. I always just tell like my friends and family, just get in them, drive them yourself. It usually comes down to personal preference. This was 25 years ago. I'd say stay away from a Ram, but it's just not. Everybody makes great trucks now, and there's a lot of great options in the market. Thanks for spending time with us today, guys. That's it for episode 18 of the Showroom.